Good morning, grade 7 ELA students. It's time to go on vacation. Dazzling artwork, beautifully manicured gardens, and a regal ballroom await you at the Palace of Versailles in France. The palace was a royal home to many French nationals. Versailles is laden with gold, jewels, statues, and artwork. Visiting the Palace of Versailles should be a priority for any travel enthusiast because of its historical significance to the world and its lasting architectural design. One reason to consider traveling to the Palace of Versailles is to fully grasp its symbolic historical significance. According to HistoryCrunch.com, the palace represented the excess of the monarchy. There was a huge gap of wealth between the working class people and royalty in France during the 1700s. And guess what? The common people did not like it. For this reason, the palace was a painful symbol of wealth and abundance. Seeing the opulence of the Palace of Versailles made the working class people realize how unfair this was. Consequently, the notion of liberty and equality for all was born, and thus began the French Revolution. Visiting the Palace of Versailles will enlighten you to the birth of democracy. Another thrilling reason to visit the Palace of Versailles is to experience the magnificent architectural creations that are there. For example, the Hall of Mirrors is one of the most famous architectural designs featured at the palace. The name describes the hall as a changing spectacle in which the lights and colors of the gardens are reflected in the immense arched mirrors hanging the length of the room. Also, ParisCityVision.com mentions that the design of the Hall of Mirrors was so dazzling that it contributed to King Louis XIV being nicknamed the Sun King. Although the beauty of the Palace of Versailles is fascinating, there are some issues that may deter one from visiting. First, due to the high volume of visitors, the queues are very long. It may take hours to get into the palace. There are VIP lines, but these come at an additional cost. Unfortunately, the crowds do not disappear once you get inside. There are hundreds of people trying to get a peek at the splendor of the palace. For this reason, you may feel that you are being herded through the palace instead of being permitted to partake in its full grandeur. Lastly, visiting the inside of the palace may take so long that there is little time to explore the vast gardens. While it might be true that the crowds may be challenging, it still should not discourage you from visiting this lovely palace. Despite the long lines and crowds of people, visiting the Palace of Versailles should be a priority so you can be enthralled by its rich history and architectural design. Walking through the corridors of the Palace of Versailles will whisk you away to the past, and instantly you will be reminded why this opulent palace caused the stirring of the French Revolution. Also, the ornate architecture is astonishing and captivating. Your senses will be overwhelmed with the sheer beauty of the palace's design. Most importantly, you should visit the palace because it is a reminder that we all are responsible for ensuring that our world leaders are not more preoccupied with vanities than they are with the welfare of its citizens.